Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our council meeting. I would like to ask your attention for our acting mayor, Alderman Cliffy Payman. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Vanoggend het ons vir Dominee Dirk de Bruin van die gereformeerde kerk wat vir ons die raadsvergadering gaan open. Matthews, can I just hear, are you there? Okay, thank you. Dominee, oor aan u, baie dankie.
Baie dankie julle, dankie ook vir die voorreg om hier te wees en 'n bietjie met julle te gesels en saam met julle te lees uit die Here se woord. Ek dink dit is so 'n groot voorreg dat ons nog in 'n land is wat dit mag doen en kan doen en dat ons in die Here kan glo en vrylik dit ook kan doen. Ek gaan vir ons 'n stukkie saam lees vandag uit Filippense 4 uit. Filippense 4 vanaf vers 4 tot en met vers 9. Nou, iets waarmee ek seker ons almal die afgelope tyd baie te doen kry, is mense wat se stresvlakke baie hoog is. En uit die aard van julle werk seker ook, beleef julle dit ook. En iets wat gebeur as ons stresvlakke te hoog is, dan steel dit eintlik ons blydskap. En dit is so 'n mooi deel vir my in Filippense 4, want uit Filippense 4 leer ons hoe om bly te wees ten spyte van ons stres, ten spyte van trauma wat ons deurgaan en ten spyte van baie dinge wat mense deurgaan. So Paulus is besig om te skryf in Filippense 4, hy is die een aan die woord. Natuurlik skryf die Here dit deur Paulus, deur die werking van die Heilige Gees. Maar Paulus skryf van die gemeente in Filippi. En die gemeente in Filippi was nogal 'n interessante klomp mense gewees. Hulle was afgetrede soldate van die Romeinse soldate. En as hulle afgetree het hulle 'n stuk grond gekry in Filippi. En hulle was, jy kan maar net dink, as jy 'n afgetrede soldaat was in die ou Romeinse ryk, dan het hierdie ouens geveg en dit was moeilike tye. En tog sê Paulus die heeltyd vir hierdie ouens wat deur trauma gegaan het, wat se stresvlakke hoog was, sê hy die heeltyd vir hulle wees bly. En dit is die tema of die fokus in hierdie gedeelte ook. So deur die Filippense boek sê hy die hele tyd vir hulle wees bly, en in hoofstuk 4 sê hy vir hulle ook wees bly. Hy sê in hoofstuk 4 vers 4, wees altyd bly in die Here. Ek herhaal, wees bly. Seker die kruks van die saak, nee, is nie wees bly in jou geld, of wees bly in die feit dat jy 'n werk het, of wees bly in jou familie nie, want al daai dinge kan weggevat word, maar wees bly in die Here, want as jou blydskap in die Here is, dan is dit finale blydskap, dan is dit ewigheidsblydskap. So hy sê, wees bly in die Here, ek herhaal, wees bly. Dan sê hy, en nou verduidelik hy eintlik in die res van die gedeelte, hoe kan ons bly wees in die Here? Hoe, ten spyte van jou stresvlakke, hoe is jy bly? Wees inskikkelik teenoor alle mense, sê hy, en dan sê hy, die Here is naby. As jy dit begin onthou, of altyd besef, dan kom daar kalmte en vrede oor jou, want jy besef die Here is naby, hy sorg vir jou. Dan sê hy ook vir ons, moet oor niks besorgd wees nie, so moet nie bekommerd wees oor iets nie. En wat doen jy met jou bekommernisse? Hy sê, maar maak in alles julle begeertes deur gebed en smeking en met danksegging aan God bekend. Het is nogal interessant dat hy sê danksegging, want as ons danksegging, as ons vir die Here dankie sê, en dankbaarheid ons lewe weerspieël, dan vat dit dadelik ons stres weg. Het is nogal interessant van sielkunde sê, dat jy nie dankbaarheid en stres op dieselfde tyd kan voel, nie, is een van die ander, nee. En as ons lewe oorspoel word met dankbaarheid, dan besef ons dat die Here by ons is. En hy sê dan verder, en die vrede van God, wat alle verstand te bowe gaan, sal oor julle harte en gedagtes die wag hou in Christus Jesus. So wat hy eintlik sê is, gee jou bekommernisse vir die Here, dan kom, en dan kry jy vrede, want jy weet die Here is jou Vader, wat vir jou sal sorg. En dan sê hy iets baie interessant, so jy bid tot die Here, en Dan sê hy verder, broers, alles wat waar is, alles wat edel is, alles wat reg is, alles wat rein is, alles wat mooi is, alles wat prysenswaardig is, wat 'n deeg of lofwaardige saak daar ook mag wees, daarop moet julle julle gedagtes rig. So wat moet ons aan dink as gelowiges? Alles wat goed is, alles wat mooi is, positiewe denke, nê? En alles wat mooi positief is eintlik in die Here saamgevat. Hy is alles wat waar is, alles wat reg is en dis waaroor ons moet dink. Ons hoef nie ons gedagtes die hele tyd met stresvolle goed besig te hou nie. En dan sê hy wat jy van my geleer en ontvang en gehoor en gesien het, dit moet jy doen en God wat vrede gee sal by julle wees. Dis my gebed vandag vir elkeen van julle. Mag God wat vrede gee by julle wees en werklik vir julle vrede gee in elke dag van julle lewe en mag julle blydskap ook daarin wees. Kom ons sit net en dan bid ons saam. Ons almagtige God en hemelse Vader, wat 'n voorreg is nie om u naam te kan aanroep en u te kan eer nie. Dat ons in ons besige skedules en waar ons rondhardloop kan stil raak en kan weet u is in beheer en ons vrede is in u. En daarom wil ons bid vir elkeen wat vandag hier is, vir elke raadslid, vir die spreker, vir almal wat by hierdie vergadering en die organisering van ons dorp en ons land betrokke is. Ons sê vra om in die eerste plek in hulle harte te werk sodat hulle kan besef u is Here. U is in beheer van alles. U is die een wat oor ons aangestel is en wat deur ons wil regeer. En daarom gee jy aan elkeen van ons 'n opdrag. Maar Here, ons sê ook vra om met hulle te wees en hulle vrede te gee. Gee vir hulle kalmte in hulle harte, dat hulle kan weet u is by hulle. En u regeer. En u sorg vir ons. En help ons om u ook so te dien. Help ons om dat ons lewe kan uitstraal van die dankbaarheid wat ons teenoor u het. En die vrede wat ons in u het. Ons bid dit alles om Jesus Christus se naam. Amen.
Hi, thank you, Dominee Dirk. Thank you very much for sharing the word and scripture with the council this morning. It is really much appreciated. I would like to invite you to join the council meeting, should your schedule permit you to do so, but I also understand that people like yourself who are servants and have a lot of work out in the community does have a hectic schedule, so I would not have a problem to excuse you, but you're more than welcome to take a seat in the gallery should you wish to do so. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Acting Executive Mayor, Alderman Cliffy Byman, all members of council, the municipal manager, our directors and our support staff present, also the legal department, the members of the public in the gallery, our interpreters, sign language interpreter Ronell and Matthews, our language interpreter, and the members of the public who are joining our June Council meeting virtually, a warm welcome to all of you. Before we formally start with the business of today, we this morning have the honor to welcome our newly elected Ward 9 councillor to the Mossel Bay Council, and I would like to ask Councillor Prince to join myself, the MM and the acting mayor in front, just to welcome and congratulate him. Thank you very much. On behalf of council, welcome to Councillor Prince to his first formal council meeting. I would like to congratulate council. The election is over, and we will now rally behind you as the ward councillor who was elected to serve the community of Ward 9. And wishing you all the best. Koos gee vir Rapsit Prins Thank you very much. You may be seated. Our attendance register is circulating. Kindly please do sign on Romans 3 of our agenda. We have our applications for leave of absence. My office have received apology for Councillor Gous, who unfortunately had an accident. She's not present. Then, of course, our executive mayor, who sadly lost his father. And I would also like to ask you to please keep him in your prayers. Then Councillor Buddha submitted an apology, Councillor Mvumvu and Councillor Machesini, and then also Councillor Kutsia, who is traveling to Cape Town. Is there any other apologies?
Speaker from the administration side, we've got Mr. Venter, who's on leave as from today, but we've got Mr. Lodman there, Mr. Lodman Lindeliswe. And then Speaker, if Mr. Naidu can excuse him for a few minutes, we also have selection committee going on the other side where he's needed. Thank you.
It is noted. When Director Naidu excuse himself, he will just record itself. Thank you very much, Municipal Manager. I noted the light of the council whip. My apologies for not giving you an opportunity, but you may proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. No, just to say I met this morning with the new councillor, and on behalf of the Democratic Alliance, we wish to say congratulations to the candidate and looking forward to working with him. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Indeed, thank you very much, Councillor Botha. Councillor Baron.
Yeah, thank you, Speaker. Also on behalf of the Freedom Front Plus, we also want to welcome Councillor Luwayne Prince. I can for this moment, Speaker, say to him, alias Sorty. Then I know he's not Sorty anymore. But welcome. Enjoy your time here.
Thank you very much, Councillor Baron. Councillor Gwaza.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of ANC, we would like to congratulate our PA, Ward Councillor. And also, we want to know how is the feeling of the DA. Thank you.
I'm assuming, Councillor Gwaza, that was a joke. Right. Thank you very much. The red light, Councillor Krieger and then Councillor Botha. Councillor Krieger.
Goeiemôre almal. Ek weet nie van 'n speaker nou my nuwe van gaan onthou nie, maar baie dankie. Van u causa se kant af ook vir die PA councillor sê welkom en sterkte, ons gaan lekker saamwerk hopelik.
My sincere apologies, Councillor Blau. Thank you very much for your welcoming words. Can I have the red light for Councillor Porter and then Councillor Botha thereafter? Councillor Porter, you may proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I am delighted this morning. I want to thank everyone for the warm welcome to our newly elected ward councillor of Ward 9. It is an absolute privilege having you next to me, Councillor. I want to welcome you personally. I've been alone in this council for a year now. Now I have someone with me and I am very proud of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Porter. Councillor Botha? All good, not, all right. Thank you very much. Now, Councillor Prince, that's warm welcome to you. Wishing you all the best once again. All right, we then move to Roman 4 on our agenda, which is the disclosure of interest in terms of Schedule 7, the Code of Conduct for Councillors in terms of the Local Government Municipal Structures Act 2000. Can I have an indication if there is any councillor who wishes to disclose interest on the items on our agenda this morning?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to disclose an interest in item E157. That is the Disabled Childcare Centre. As I helped there in my professional capacity, I would just excuse myself on that item.
Indeed, thank you very much. It is recorded as such. Councillor Botha, no other councillor. We move. Roman 5, disclosure of benefits in terms of Schedule 2, Section 5, Code of Conduct for Officials of the Local Government Municipal Systems Act 2000. Municipal Manager.
Speaker, from management and official side, we have nothing to report, to disclose. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much, councillors. We are then at Roman 5, which is the confirmation and signing of our previous council minutes. It's the minutes of the open council meeting, which was held on Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025, with folio numbers 6598 to 778. Can I ask for a proposer in this regard?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do propose the items.
Can I have a seconder?
Yes, Madam Speaker. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you very much. Any corrections from the minutes? None, we move. Minutes of the special council meeting, which was held on Monday, the 30th of May 2005, with folio numbers 7788 to 1097. Can I please have a proposer?
Yes, Madam Speaker. I will do so. Councillor Leon van Dijk.
Indeed, thank you, Councillor van Dijk. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do second the minutes.
Thank you very much, Alderman Delamain. Is there any corrections from those specific minutes? None, we move. We then at Roman 6, which is cognizance of the executive mayors and executive deputy mayors resolutions in terms of delegated authority as provided for in section 591A of the Act on Local Government, which is the Municipal Systems Act of 2000. Before councils, the following items: FC 33 to FC 38, G24 to G32, CS 47 to CS 53, PE 65 to PE 80, T27 to T31, CG 20 to CG 24, and then lastly UB 25 to UB 35. Can I please have a proposal for council to take cognizance as such?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do second all those
Alderman
items.
Delamain is seconding. Is proposing. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you very much, Councillor van Dijk. Is there any matters arising from those items? None, we move. Roman 7, cognizance of the municipal manager's resolutions in terms of delegated authority as per Council Resolution E215 of August 2024 as provided for in section 591A of the Act on Local Government, which is the Municipal Systems Act of 2000. Items before council is GM30 to GM32. Can I please have a proposal for council to take cognizance?
Yes, Madam Speaker. I will propose. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do second the item.
Alderman Delamain seconding. Is there any questions on those items? None. We move. Roman 8, the communication by the executive mayor, and I will ask the acting executive mayor to address council. Thank you very much.
Dankie Speaker. In die afwesigheid van ons burgemeester is daar geen toespraak of mededelings nie. En die verwelkoming van die nuwe raadslid is gedoen. Laat my net toe, Speaker, om dan nou namens die raad en ons almal hier teenwoordig dan net aan ons burgemeester en sy gesin. Jy weet, Hulle gaan nou deur die herstelproses na die 2 tragiese gebeurtenisse wat hulle familie getref het. So ons wil net vir hulle sterkte wens met die herstelproses. Baie dankie, Speaker.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Acting Executive Mayor. We are then at the communications of the Speaker, and I have a few this morning. Firstly, I would like to ask Councillor Kontu to quickly join me in front. Ek het veel werkie vanoggend. Kom. Yeah, no, I'm being serious. We're gonna hand out the boxing certificates now. I'm asking you to come to me. Next to me. Now you'll get your photo, don't worry, but you have a task to help me this morning.
Maybe I will be Madam Speaker.
You gotta win a lot of votes to get the seat. I need you to pronounce the names for me, okay? And then after that, I'll have you take a photo. I don't want to make a mistake. Okay, Councillor Mkontu is going to assist me with the pronunciation of the names of our students who have done exceptionally well, and we will then award them accordingly. Can I ask Acting Mayor and then the Chairperson of Sports, of course, Alderman Boyson, if the two of you can please do the handovers for me. Director Nel, can you join them in front as the Director of the portfolio, please? Thank you very much. Okay, Councillor Mkontu, the first name.
Being a speaker today, I would love to pronounce Liniko Mamase, 16 years old.
And Leniko is getting the award for exceptional achievement in boxer junior female. It's a girl for the Western Cape female gold medalist in 2023 and the SA national silver medalist in 2024. Very well done. Thank you. Our next student. Ja, sy kan net so lank een kant staan so lank vir ons.
Anethemba Mfazwe.
He is 18 years old. His award is for exceptional achievement in boxing youth. He was a gold medalist for the Western Cape Youth in 2025. He represented the Western Cape in the national games and also in the regional Southern Cape champion for 2025. Well done. Okay, thank you very much. Our next student.
Singala Kembutuma.
He is 17 years old, and his award is for the pre-national best boxer of tournament in 2022. Just wait, there's a long list here for him. Just wait. Inter-provincial best boxer of the tournament in 2023. He was a Western Cape gold medalist in 2023 and 2024. He was the SA gold medalist in 2024, and he represented the Western Cape province in the national games in 2025. Well done.
Golden fish.
Thank you very much. Our next student.
Juni Yambutuma.
He is 15 years old and he is getting his exceptional achievement. He was the Western Cape Gold Medalist in 2024 and also the SA Silver Medalist in 2024. Well done to him. Well done. Our next student.
Kamani Matolo.
He is 16 years old. He is the undisputed champion, the Western Cape Gold Medalist for 2023 and 2024, the SA Gold Medalist for 2024, and the Interprovincial Gold Medalist for 2024. Well done.
Champion.
Our last student.
Anenceba Mfeketo.
He is 14 years old. He is the Western Cape Gold Medalist for 2023 and 2024, and also the SA Silver Medalist for 2024.
Yo. We can be grateful with the Speaker, can you just mention Councillor Pontus' ward, please?
Thank you very much. I'm now going to ask all the students to come for group photo, and Councillor Mkontu may join as the ward councillor because he also nominated them. So I think it's just in order.
Where's Katu? Speaker Katu must also come. Katu. Come guys, come. You are the captains.
Let me know net die raad. Selfs afbreek. Two-minute caucus granted for photo session. We will reconvene once the please come back Please come back, councillors, immediately. It's not a smoke break. It's a photo session. We will then start with the agenda. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Aiden, roep vir my net die ander raadslede ook, asseblief. Is nie 'n teebreek nie. Dankie, sis maar gehoorsamer wees op die eerste dagie. Thank you very much, councillors. Everybody, we now reconvening. We have another award this morning that we will be handing over, a great achievement for the town in general. The Mossel by Tourism won 2 silver awards and was shortlisted for some awards at the International Tourism Film Festival Africa Awards, which was celebrated the continent's best video content related to the travel and tourism industry. This ceremony took place in Johannesburg during the first weekend in June. My apologies. The Mossel by Tourism film Route 12 was selected as finalist for either a gold or silver award under the category of tourism destinations regions. This category is intended for videos that promote a region, a country, a state, or a community or island. 448 films entered from 60 countries. Some 280 films were selected to go through the final judging process, and 110 films were awarded gold, silver, or finalist awards. Die ontbyt vir julle raad is op u raadslid. It was the first year that Mossel by Tourism submitted a film, and it was a huge honor to win 2 silver awards. Mossel Bay was ranked among the top 34 films from over 440 entries worldwide. Congratulations to everybody on behalf of Council who made this possible. We are honored to be part of Africa's growing film tourism movement. In the words of Mossel Bay Tourism's CEO, Lishka Stephen Jennings. Ons kan vir Lishka 'n klapie gee. And this morning, I would like to invite Lishka to the front as our tourism CEO, the tourism chairperson, Alderman Furness, and the acting mayor. Do we have? No, we don't have a rector. Okay. Amen. Our municipal manager will also join in the front, and I will ask our acting mayor to hand over the 2 awards that was received. We are very proud. Thank you very much for the tourism department who puts Mossel Bay on the map, and for everything that you do for the greater town. Well done to you, Lishka. Under the leadership of Chairperson Mark Furness. I'm hoping he doesn't swear a lot at your meetings, Lishka.
No comment.
Well done. Thank you very much. Sy het nou net die foto gevat, sy kan nie so gou dit op die advertiserblad. Gee haar kans. Thank you very much, Liska. You're welcome to join the council meeting, but I know you've got a lot of work, so we will also excuse you. Thank you very much. Councillors, then also celebrating, our new councillor celebrated his birthday on the 6th of June. Congratulations, Councillor Prince, wishing you all the best for the year ahead. Then in his absence, Councillor Kutsia celebrated his birthday on the 8th of June, and we also wish him all the best. And then we had Director of Community Services, Mrs. Elise Nell, who celebrated her birthday on the 1st of June. Director Nell, again, warm congratulations and wishing you all the best for the year. Thank you very much. Then councillors, sadly also indeed, in front of us, we have two lists of members from our public who have sadly passed on. And I would also like to add to this list the name of our mayor's late father, and we also think of them. May I please ask you to join me for a moment of silence? Thank you very much indeed. You may be seated. Councillors, we are then now at Roman 9, which is written questions received. Can I please have an indication from the municipal manager and the acting mayor if there are any questions that we need to deal with?
Yeah, Speaker from administration side, none.
Thank you very much, acting mayor. Is there any questions that?
No questions received, Speaker.
Thank you very much. We are then at the agenda for today. Councillors, please join me. Our first item on page 1098. I see the light of Council Whip. Councillor Botha, you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At the end of the ordinary agenda, I would just like to introduce two motions, one in terms of Rule 57 and one in terms of Rule 34. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Indeed, thank you. I then rule that those motions will be dealt with in the open council meeting at the end of our ordinary agenda. Thank you very much. We are then at item E143, which is the extension of validity period of current general valuation roll. We have the recommendation before council. Can I please ask for a proposer?
Good morning, Madam Speaker. I would gladly propose. Thank you.
Morning, Alderman Furness. Thank you very much. Can I have a seconder?
Morning, Madam Speaker. I'd like to second.
Thank you very much. Morning, Councillor Leroux. Thank you very much. I am opening up for comments, questions of clarity on the item. No objections? Agreed to. We move. Thank you very much. Item E144. Ilagie is mos nie aangewees nie. Raadslid Baron. Was hy aan? Okay. Item E144. Writing of irrecoverable debts for the period ending June 2025. Before council, we have the totals and the recommendation. Can I please ask for a proposer in this regard?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose.
Alderman Furness. Can I have a seconder for Alderman Furness?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will second.
Thank you very much, Councillor Baroni seconding. I'm opening up for questions of clarity and comments from council. No objections? Agreed to. We move. Thank you very much. Item E145. Adjustment to the disposal list of capital assets, which is movable capital assets for the count of 2025. We have the recommendation for approval. Can I please ask for a proposal in this regard?
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to propose.
Thank you very much, Councillor Annie Jansen van Rensburg. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will second.
Thank you, Alderman Furness. Opening up for comments, questions from council. No objections, agreed to. We move. Thank you very much. Item E146, loans for various capital projects before council. Recommendations listed 1 to 3. Can I please ask for a proposer?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll propose.
Thank you very much, Alderman Furness. Can I have a seconder, please?
Morning. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose. I will second. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Councillor Wellman. Opening up for comments and questions. I see the lights of Councillor Liebenberg and then Councillor Gwaza in that order. You may proceed. Thank you.
Dankie Speaker. Ek gaan sommer in Afrikaans doen.
U mag raadslid gaan gerus voort.
Dit is net 'n vir verduideliking. Ek sien daar in die tabel met die afbreek dat die main sewer network between Klentana and Great Brak vergelyk redelik goedkoop ten opsigte van die ander. My vraag is net, is daar dalk 'n bydrae van een of ander ontwikkelaar of gaan daar dalk 'n bydrae kom wat tot hierdie netwerk bydra? Dankie.
Baie dankie vir u vraag, raadslid. Councillor Gwaza, can you also just proceed with your question? Then I will allow for response. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as an ANC, as we raised it before, that we don't support the item because it will be the burden to the taxpayers and also it will affect the tariffs. We want to know why we don't, the municipality, Madam Speaker, they don't plan on the revenues that and also grants that receive from nationally, so that it will reduce the dependency on loans, so that we can focus on revenues, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. No other questions, Municipal Manager?
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I think in my personal experience of this council, we are very, very reluctant to take up loans. Councillor Gwaza. These loans has already served before council previously. The item is basically also to give feedback to council regarding provincial treasury's feedback on the application for loans. The other thing that's very important, Chairperson, we've got our loans are taken up in, we've got a long-term financial plan which was compiled by Inca, a very reputable company in South Africa. And they advise as to when and how council should take up loans. And if you look at why the loans are taken up, it's all for services where council get revenue out of. We don't take loans for services that is not revenue generated. We are very happy that we've got a new CFO now, Speaker. I'm going to give him also a chance just to respond in general, and then I'm going to ask Mr. Naidu, the 76,000 that Councillor Liebenberg is referring to, if he can shed some more light on that maybe. Yeah. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Municipal Manager. The CFO can proceed. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Speaker. The Provincial Treasury has clearly indicated that they support the raising of the loan. And if we analyze the response from Provincial Treasury Speaker, it clearly indicates that the municipality has a financial capacity and ability to service the loans. I think that's quite important. Councillor Gwaza, there are various funding streams to support your capital budget, be it loans, be it grants, be it your own internal funding. But by pursuing loans, you're actually accelerating your ability to deal with your infrastructure challenges and backlogs. So just to give you an indication, for each R1 of internal funds, you can spend R5 of external loans. So you are then able to accelerate your infrastructure service delivery backlogs. Bearing in mind that it is still financially affordable, And it has not placed a significant pressure on the tariffs that the council approved recently, if I compare that to other institutions of a similar size. So it is an important mechanism to accelerate service delivery at the end of the day. Thanks, Speaker.
Indeed. Thank you very much, CFO Director Naidu.
Thank you, Speaker. As far as the 76,000 is concerned for the main sewer line between Glentana and Great Brock, it's a multi-year project. In the first year, you just spend money on consultants' fees. So that 76,000 just represents consultants' fees. And generally, when you incur the cost, that's when you can apply for the loan. And in the next financial year, you will see another amount once we implement the project.
Indeed, thank you very much, Director Naidu.
I'm sorry, Speaker. I'm not sure if I have to add on to what the CFO
You're welcome
said.
to do so.
So a lot of these projects where we take up loans, it's to upgrade your infrastructure to cater for new developments. So you would like new, through your development contribution charges to recoup that capital expenditure. Otherwise, you will have, if you don't do that and you use your CRR funding, then existing ratepayers cross-subsidize new developments. So you want to try and avoid that. By doing it this way, you precisely know what cost you're incurring for the new infrastructure that you are installing, and then you can ring fence that, and you will be able to see exactly in that area you've spent that amount of money, and with the new developments that's taking place, this is the potential income you can get from that area. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. Is there any other questions? Councillor Kwaza, you had an opportunity. I will allow a follow-up.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's clear, understandable. Thank you for the
response.
Yes, Madam Speaker, but we will abstain. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The INC's position then is that they are abstaining. Councillor Baron.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Speaker, through you, we just want to check. I understand the 76,000. Normally the developers is the people that are paying for the sewage lines. So is that the case then with a new development that is coming there?
Thank you very much, Director Naidu. Will you be able to assist?
The Glentana area, just to give you an indication, they are reliant on septic tanks. Okay, so in some places you've got conservancy tanks. All of it, the sewage gravitates to a conservancy tank, and then the municipality goes and services that every now and then. You can collect the sewage from this conservancy tank, and then you come and dump it at Great Brock. With this project here, what we want to do is link up Glentana's sewage system, lay a pipeline along Morrison Road, and that will connect to that pump station we've constructed at Dedeka. So it will just link up there, and then you will have a waterborne sewage system for entire Glentana and all the developments that take place, in Glentana, the new developments, as well as in Great Brock as well. Thank you.
Covered. Thank you very much. If there's no other questions, the ANC has indicated their position. They are abstaining. Can I please have the Freedom Front? Do you want to go on record?
No, we are in support. Thank you, Speaker.
All right. Because, Councillor Blau, would you like to go on record? Thank you very much. Patriotic Alliance?
Thank you, Speaker. The Patriotic Alliance abstains.
Abstain. Thank you very much. We then have the item being proposed for approval by Alderman Furness, seconded by Councillor Wellman. On record, the ANC is abstaining. ICOSA abstaining. The Patriotic Alliance is abstaining. The item carries with a majority vote of support. Thank you very much. We then move to item E147. It is the disposal of assets, donation of computer equipment to 2 local schools. For the approval of council, recommendation 1 to 4. Can I please have a proposer?
Madam Speaker, I'll gladly propose this item. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much, Alderman Furness. Can I have a seconder for Alderman Furness?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I would like to second the item.
Thank you very much, Councillor Janse van Rensburg. Is there any questions of clarity? Any objections? Agreed to. The item carries unanimously. Thank you very much. We are then on item E148, disposal of capital assets. Recommendation for approval before council. Can I please have a proposer?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll propose.
Thank you, Alderman Furness. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll please second the item as well.
Thank you very much, Alderman Delamain. Opening up for questions of clarity to council. I see the light of Councillor Liebenberg. You may proceed.
Thank you, Speaker. In the annexure, the table, the top line, the upgrading of the main building with the original cost of 1.3 million that has been discontinued, and no value was carried over on the 31st of May this year. My question is, what is being disposed of here? And I can't actually understand what are we getting rid of in this, because the value is zero and there's nothing to carry over. So what are we disposed of? If you can just help me with that question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there any other questions for clarity? All right, MM.
Speaker, I'm going to do my best to answer. Director Venter would have been in a very good position. This cost, Speaker, you will remember that we were looking at upgrading this building. And we had to appoint consultants, architects to do the planning, the drawings, everything for it. And eventually when we came to the amounts that council needed to spend, the amounts were quite exorbitant in order to upgrade this specific building. And you will also remember council then decided that we rather purchase an additional building, which is the old telecom building, which we purchased for the 30 million. These amounts were generated while we were busy doing the planning and the investigation to extend this new municipal building. We wanted to put another floor up and do some aesthetical improvements to this building, but the costs came out too high for the ratepayers of Mossel Bay. And it was a much better option to spend less than half of what we would have spent on this building when we bought the new building. So that the finances that were spent here were basically consultants' fees and Speaker. As I've mentioned, Mr. Venter would have been in a much better position because he was in charge of this project here.
Thank you very much, Municipal Manager.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We understand the explanation. As long as we can get the information firsthand, if we have access to the information, then it's fine with us. If the speaker just can, or the MM just can indicate if you can have access.
Thank you very much. MM?
Yeah, Speaker, if I understand correctly, you need us to put it on the monthly action list to inform all the councillors exactly what it was.
Thank you very much. The MM agrees as such. Councillor Baron, the Freedom Front's not objecting. No. Councillor Tabula.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to know this building. Where is this building? The building.
Building?
Yes.
Telecom building.
It's your building.
This one?
Yeah, old telecom is your building, Councillor.
In Montiki Street, Councillor Tabula, just behind the old shop, right? Oh, you know where. Okay, you're comfortable. All right, no objections? Agreed to. The item carries. Thank you very much. Item E149, page 1144. Supply chain management report for April with deviations approved. For cognizance, can I please have a proposer?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I propose that we take cognizance.
Thank you very much, Council Whip. Can I have a seconder?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll second the whip.
Alderman Furness, thank you very much. Is there questions of clarity? None, thank you very much. The item carries. Item E150, before Council is the monthly reports with regard to supply chain management for April 2025. For Council to take cognizance, can I please have a proposer?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose.
Thank you very much, Alderman Furness. Can I have a seconder?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I will second.
Thank you, Council Whip. Is there any questions of clarity, any comments? None, the item carries. Thank you so much. We then have item E151. It is an amendment of clause 3.1 of the deed of sale between the Mossel Bay Municipality and Storage for Less, which is situated at Maikali Street in Kwanangaba, and of 20663, which is situated at the corner of Louis Fourie Road and Maikali Street, Kwanangaba. Before Council for approval is the recommendations listed 1 to 3. Can I please have a proposer?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose.
Thank you, Councillor Wellman. Do we have a seconder for Councillor Wellman, please?
Yes, Speaker, you have a seconder.
Thank you very much, Councillor Bavuma. Opening up for questions of clarity, comments. Councillor Mkontu, you may proceed.
Thanks, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we as ANC request this item to refer back. Reason to refer back, it was not appearing to the committee. Lastly, in 2021, we were not the councillors, and the time that you were issuing these items, we were busy with the elections, wanting to win Ward 9, but unfortunately, the PA won that ward. So we didn't have a time to consult the officials to get understanding. So for us to take a decision, an uninformed decision, it would be very bad for us. So our request, this item to refer back.
Councillor Mkontu with a counter proposal to refer the item back. Do you have a seconder?
Yes, Madam Speaker. Second.
Councillor De Bula seconding. Mr. Prince, would you like to assist in terms of just clarity of what precisely it is that Council have before us?
Thank you, Speaker. This is a council decision taken in 2021, correctly said by the councillor, but this is with regard to the reversion clause. So they have certain obligations in terms of the sale, which they have to oblige to and which they have to implement. But due to time constraints and various administrative issues, they couldn't reach. They won't be able to do it. So they're just requesting that the reversion clause be extended for another year to enable them to fulfill their obligations. Thank you, Speaker.
Indeed, thank you very much. So that is clarity on what it is before us. So it's just an extension that was requested, and Council need to then consider. We have two proposals. One by Councillor Wellman, seconded by Councillor Bavuma. There's a counter proposal made by the ANC, Councillor Mkontu, supported by Councillor De Bula for referring back. Is there any other inputs? Done. I'm going to put the two proposals to vote. Thank you very much. Can I please, by the show of hands, have an indication who's in support of the proposal by Councillor Wellman, seconded by Councillor Bavuma? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is it 18? 18 in support. Who supports the counter proposal by Councillor Mkontu to be referred back? And I, by the show of hands, have an indication. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Patriotic Alliance. Abstaining. Thank you very much. The item thus carries with a majority vote. We then move to item E152. Before council is the development of Township Tourism Initiative in Mossel Bay. The recommendations for council to consider listed 1 to 6 for approval. Can I please ask for a proposal?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would gladly propose this exciting item.
Alderman Furness proposing the exciting item for approval. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do it also with a lot of pride.
Thank you very much. Proudly seconding Councillor Jansen van
I'm
Rensburg.
also second on that second.
Thank you very much, Councillor Mkontu, who's also seconding. I'm opening up for questions of clarity from council. Is there any objections? Agreed to. The item carries unanimously. Thank you very much. We are then on item E153, the application for the renewal of the lease agreement of a portion of 2001 situated at Elf Drive, which is adjacent to Friday Street in Extension 8 Mossel Bay. This is by the Rastafarian Community Trust of Mossel Bay. For council to take a decision on, the recommendations are listed 1 to 10. Can I please have a proposal?
Madam Speaker, no, I would ask that we refer this item back. The original agreement has not been honored, and I think there should be additional motivations and reports to council before we agree to this. So that would be my counter proposal, Madam Speaker.
Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, you do.
Councillor Kanamaya, thank you very much. Proposal to refer back by the DA, supported. Can I have, yes, Councillor Porter.
Speaker, thank you. The Patriotic Alliance would just like some clarity why
The referral. Thank you very much. Council Whip, can you assist in terms of your motivation?
Yes, Madam Speaker, as I stated, the original agreement was not honored. And if you want to continue, then something needs to improve, would be my suggestion. And that's why we, not removing the item, we just say they will have to come back to us and to council with more. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. Covered. Thank you very much. Item E153 will then be referred back to the next council meeting. We are then at item E154, proposed alienation of a portion of road reserve with a portion of 9333 Mossel Bay, which is situated adjacent to 9279 at number 77 Roger Street by J.C. Kutsia. The recommendations for council to consider, it's listed 1 to 13. Can I please have a proposal?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to propose item E154 for approval.
Acting Executive Mayor proposing for approval. Thank you very much. Can I have a seconder?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will second.
Thank you, Councillor Wellman. Is there any questions of clarity? Any objections? Agreed to. The item carries. Thank you very much. We are then at item E155, which is the proposed alienation of a portion of 2711 in Mossel Bay, situated adjacent to 9320 at Broon Street in Mossel Bay to the applicant 62 on Roger. For council to consider and grant approval, recommendations listed 1 to 11. 1 to 2. All right, can I have a proposal, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose the item for approval.
Thank you very much, Acting Executive Mayor. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will second.
Councillor Wellman is seconding. Opening up for questions of clarity and comment. No objections. Agreed to. The item carries. Item E156. Alienation of a portion of Earth 2001 Mossel Bay, which is an unregistered earth at 4182 Kwanangaba, situated in Simanya Street in Kwanangaba, Mossel Bay, and this needs to be done by the means of a tender process. The recommendations before council to consider is 1 to 14. Can I please have a proposal?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose.
Thank you very much, Councillor Wellman. Het u daar so 'n glas water of 'n sterk lekkertjie vir daai bors? Can I have a seconder?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I second this item.
Thank you very much, Councillor Jansen van Rensburg. Opening up for questions of clarity, Councillor De Boula.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As a ward councillor, that area, I understand this F, and I remember was to raise the issue of the playground, that area, but because of the engagement of the people of the Ward 1, specific that area, Pumlen, and I was complaining about a lot of the churches there. There's already 2 churches there. So, as a ward councillor, you need the public participation proper, not in the social media, Madam Speaker. Maybe just go to engage these people close, they then can listen our views there. Because I remember the committee of that area, I was sent through the admin for the email about the complaining there another church there, because I already 2 churches at CC, and also the, what call this church there, it's forget 7 days, already is there. So now the people is complaining for that, it's coming the churches there. Then I think, if I remember correctly, the meeting of the committee and commented, I was proposed that if the ZCC unit at plan must also apply for the municipality and follow the process, because they already 2 churches there. But admin must check the email I was sent that committee there. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Indeed, thank you very much. I didn't hear the word councillor objecting. As per point 11, in terms of public participation, asking for adequate process, as we normally do, and Director Potrita does take note of that request. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Brand.
Speaker, thank you. This recommendation to council is as a result following public participation, and where there was various inquiries and applications received with regard to that earth, and therefore the proposal that we go out on tender.
Okay. So, in terms of point 12, the ward councillor then did have an opportunity. Okay, and councillor, you did submit your input then.
No, Speaker, I did submit by my input as a ward councillor, because you remember, I was very pleased for the Ward 9 was that time. It's not proper to read the agenda, but I understand I was reading there. So I think maybe after this meeting I can send, if not late, the input as a ward council.
Just clarity, thank you. So in terms of point 11 and 12, there won't then be public participation?
That is correct, Speaker. So it will go out on public participation process with the recommendation that it must go out on tender.
Okay, so there will then be a process still, and anyone can participate in the tender process. Councillor Mkontu. Okay. I mean, sorry, Tabula, you understand now? All right. Not objecting. Thank you very much. The item carries. We then note that Council will excuse him from item E157 in terms of his declaration, as he voluntarily assisted the care center. Item E157, proposed delineation of a portion of earth 1712 in Kwanangaba, situated adjacent to earth 1378 at number 121 Genswena Drive in Kwanangaba, and this is for the Nukutula Baby and Disabled Child Care Center. The recommendations for council to approve is listed. Can I please have a proposal?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'm very delighted to talk on this item this morning. You know, this facility in Genswana Drive is really an asset to the community and the whole of Mossel Bay. You know, Speaker, that there's many a time whereby the hospital, the provincial hospital, haven't got enough space or beds for patients. And when that situation occurs, they normally contact this facility, Speaker, and, you know, to ask whether there's space. And many a time, Maggie and her personnel takes in then that patient. So we are glad, and also I want to thank, you see, Councillor Botha, the whip was excusing himself from this item. And that is because him, and even in his absence, Councillor Kutsia was very instrumental in assisting these people to get this far. So with that being said, Speaker, I would gladly and proudly, you know, because of Mossel Bay Municipality reaching out to this kind of initiatives, I would like to propose this item for approval. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Acting Mayor. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I would like to second this item. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. Councillor Jansen van Rensburg, opening up for questions, comments. Any objections? Agreed to, the item carries unanimously. Can we please have Councillor Botha? Thank you, Tasha. We are then at item E158, proposed delineation of a portion of road reserve. It is a portion of earth 9333 in Mossel Bay, situated adjacent to earth 9295 in Mossel Bay, at number 53 Rogers Street by C. Adinam and Z. Clifford. The recommendations are listed. For council to consider, can I please have a proposal?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to propose item E158 for approval.
Can I have a seconder, please?
Second, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Klaasland. Opening up for questions of clarity or comments by anybody? No objections? Agreed to. Item carries. Item E159. Before council is the proposed delineation of a portion of road reserve, a portion of earth 9333 in Mossel Bay, situated adjacent to earth 9289 in Mossel Bay, and number 65 Rogers Street by JG and D. Ada Campos. Can I please have a proposal in terms of the recommendations?
I'm proposing item E159, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Can I have a seconder?
Second, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Klassen. Opening up for questions of clarity to council. Do you have any comments? No objections? Agreed to. The item carries. Thank you. We are then at item E160. Proposed amendment of the purchase price for the proposed delineation of a portion of earth 19845 in Mossel Bay, which is situated in Walvis Street by Bitcoin Ekasi Support Center. Can I please have a proposer in terms of the recommendations listed?
Yes, Madam Speaker, if you look at the recommendations, it's quite in support of the well-being and well-doing within the community, so I propose that specific item. Thank you,
Indeed,
Speaker.
thank you very much, Councillor Van Dijk. Can I second?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will second the item.
Thank you very much, Alderman Delamain. Opening up for questions of clarity. Any comments? I see the light of Councillor Baron.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, previously when this item was in council, we was against the 50% market value of the centre, and now it's amended to 10%. So we are against it again. Thank you.
Freedom Front is against the item, against the recommendation, and we record it as such. Any other comments, questions? There's a proposal for approval by Councillor Van Dijk, supported by Alderman Delamain. The Freedom Front is against. Ikosa, would you like to go on record? Ikosa is abstaining. Does the ANC want to go on record?
Abstain, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. Does the Patriotic Alliance want to go on record?
Thank you, Speaker. Abstaining.
Thank you very much, Councillor Porter. With a majority vote, the item does carry as proposed by Councillor Van Dijk, supported by Alderman Delamain. It is recorded that the Freedom Front, Ikosa, the ANC, and Patriotic Alliance abstains from the item. We are then at item E161, Mountain View Urban Agriculture Project. This is a service level agreement with Casidra. The recommendations are listed for council to take a decision 1 to 5. Can I please have a proposal?
Thank you very much for this one, Speaker. I will propose it gladly.
Alderman Boyson proposing gladly. Thank you very much. Can I have a seconder for Alderman Boyson?
Thank you, Speaker. I second.
Alder Lady Reuters is seconding. Thank you very much. Opening up for questions of clarity, comment. I see the light of Councillor Gwaza. You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to rectify something, Madam Speaker. On E160, no, we're not abstaining, Madam Speaker, as an ANC. My apology. We agree.
Well, you support?
Yes, Madam
Okay,
Speaker.
well, we've handled the item already. However, we can just ask the administration to correct. Yeah, so it's at item 160. It is the Bitcoin ICASA Support Center. And the ANC is in support. Ons het hom so nee, Eunice, baie dank. Thank you, Councillor Gwaza. Any input on E161? Service level agreement with Casidra, no objections. Agreed to, the item carries. Thank you very much. Item E162, proposed alienation of a portion of Earth 7881, which is situated in Dana Bay, adjacent to Earth 7778 at number 41P Loria Street by, hoe spreek mens die uit? Transit the Roo? Chico's Panel and Paint CC. Is ek reg? Ja nee, ons moet seker maak. Goed, can I have a proposal for approval, please?
Madam Chair, as the ward councillor, I propose, but I would like to make an amendment to the purchase price. We would like to increase that to 120,000. The reason for that being that our own municipal SDF actually states our green strips in Mossel Bay, in Donna Bay specifically, as an asset to the community that must be conserved for the future of our for future generations, and specifically that encroachment onto the open space network is not permitted. So we would like to send a very strict message in this regard.
Thank you very much indeed. There is then an amendment to the recommendations in terms of the purchase price, which in the item is 68,000 and the ward councillor is proposing an increase to 120. Can I have a seconder, please?
Madam Speaker, I will second with the amendment to the increase in purchase price.
Indeed, thank you very much. We then have a seconder, which is Councillor Botha, the council whip. Opening up for comments and questions of clarity on the item. Councillor Mkontu.
Madam Speaker, I just want to say on this item, when we was in front of the committee, I did raise some concern, but as the ANC, we abstain on this item.
On this one. Indeed, thank you very much. The ANC indicating that their position is abstaining. You may be excused, Councillor Wellman. Is there any other objections to the item? None. The item carries with the majority support. The ANC is abstaining. Thank you very much. We are then at item E163, which is the establishment of a non-profit company, apologies, for the Mossel Bay Arts and Culture Council. The establishment of a non-profit company for the Mossel Bay Arts and Culture Council. Before council is the recommendations for approval, 1 to 2. Can I have a proposer, please?
Before I propose, Madam Speaker, I just want to read on page 1217. The purpose of this item is for council to consider and approve the draft memorandum of incorporation for the establishment of the Mossel Bay Arts and Culture Council NPC. So, Madam Speaker, I will propose then item E163. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much, Portfolio Chairperson. The MOU there, highlighted. Alderman Boyson is proposing. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I would like to second this item.
Thank you very much, Councillor Janse van Rensburg. Is there any questions of clarity, any input? Councillor De Bula.
Madam Speaker, I want to ask for a caucus for 5 minutes for ANC, please, for this item.
5 minutes?
Yes.
The ANC has asked for a caucus of 5 minutes. It is granted. We will then reconvene within 5 minutes' time. Thank you very much, councillors. Thank you very much, councillors. Tasha, wil je niet voor mij kijken waar meneer burgemeester is, alsjeblieft? Baie dankie. Thank you very much, councillors. The ANC has requested a 5-minute caucus, which was granted. I will now ask Councillor De Bola to address council with the feedback. Thank you very much. You may proceed, councillor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to speak my language so that.
You're more than welcome. We have an interpreter, and this council does have a language policy. Please proceed. Thank you.
Enkosi, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, le item into enhle kakhulu lokuzwanayo apha ezophuhlisa iMossel Bay. So siyayibona manyani ngancedisa nabantu abatsha. So as ba sibona ba iqala ukuzibivela kwi-committees, sifundile ngokubanzi le item, Madam Speaker. Siyabona uba kuzonominethwa i-councillor ezimbini qha kuphela for le nto. So siyacela ke Madam Speaker, siba siyanda ubana ibhunga limelwe imibutho ngemibutho ekhoyo ngaphakathi. Kujonge nangamenye imibutho nxa unominate ezi-councillors zabe ziyipati yale lantuka le committee yale. Nande sicela Madam Speaker, enkosi.
Thank you very much. Councillor De Bola, you're not against. I didn't pick that up. It's just your request, which is noted and recorded as such. Any other questions? Councillor Baron?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I don't understand Councillor De Bola now, but we are at E163, NPC.
The MPC, the Arts and Culture Council.
Yeah. Speaker, the Freedom Front Plus are against NPC. I think the disciplinary board is part of the agenda, and if you see the comments, internal audit remains concerned about the NPCs. Internal audit has classified NPCs as irregular expenditure. So therefore we are against this item. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Freedom Front putting their position on record. They are against. Is there any other questions, inputs? The item thus carries with majority support, and we record that the Freedom Front is against. Thank you very much. We then move to item E164, the amendment of resolution E223 of August 2024 for the proposed alienation of a portion of Earth 10142 and registration of a servitude Mossel Bay, which is situated adjacent to Earth 10108 in Mossel Bay by J. Prinsloo. We have the recommendations to consider. Can I have a proposal, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to propose item E164 for approval.
Acting Mayor proposing. Can I have a seconder, please?
Second, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Claassen. Opening up for questions, comments of clarity. None. Item thus carries. We are then at item E165, which is the VAT on library services by Mossel Bay Municipality. Our recommendations to consider is 1, to 6. Can I please have a proposal? 1 to 9. Can I
Madam
please have a proposal?
Madam Speaker, we would like to refer this item back, please, as we were notified by the MEC of Finance and her team that they are looking at making a few changes that we can possibly get this down, that we can get this issue reduced, that we pay a little bit less, Madam Speaker. So please, until we get qualification, if you don't mind, if we can refer this back. Thank you.
There's a proposal by Alderman Furness to refer the item back with the reasons mentioned. Is there a seconder?
Madam Speaker, before I second it, can we please have a caucus, please? If we have a caucus, then we will come back only for 5 minutes.
5 minutes caucus granted to the Democratic Alliance. You must please be back at 11:15. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are on item E165, council reconvene. The Democratic Alliance requested a caucus, and I will now ask Alderman Boyson to address council with a feedback. Thank you so much.
Madam Speaker, before I second it, I will ask the MM to give us the newest information on this item.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, just for clarity of council, as it stands now, we as a municipality don't know how much we owe SARS. We can confirm there are negotiations on a very high level, as per Councillor Mark said. The minister was here, saying that they are busy they're speaking to SARS now to make it as easy as possible for municipalities, not to pay so many millions. At this stage, just to inform council, if we must pay 5 years back now, with interest, it will almost be 10 million. Now, it's difficult for you as a council to put that burden on your ratepayers. So we appreciated that people are on high level busy speaking to SARS. We know, Speaker, that SARS, their house is in order. We don't want to fight with them. The second very important thing for this council that we need to mention is this item says that we're not going to go as a municipality into litigation with SARS. SARS is an institution of national institution, Speaker, and it's very bad for municipality to go and fight with them. So, Speaker, I unfortunately couldn't speak to the chairperson of finance or before the council meeting because we know you were all very busy. We didn't see you. And that's the reason why we put this item on the agenda. It's not to say we're going to pay the first amount coming. There are people on high level negotiating with SARS, and once that amount is available, we'll only pay that amount. It might be a much smaller amount than the almost 10 million that we have now for it. Yeah. Thank you, Speaker. I hope the councillors understand it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Municipal Manager, for that insight. I will then now ask Alderman Furness what his position is in terms of the proposal to refer back.
Well, Speaker, on that note, I would like to propose the item. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Alderman Furness is then proposing for approval. Can I please have a seconder?
And that note, I second it.
Alderman Boyson is then seconding. Thank you very much. Is there any additional questions as to what the municipal manager has informed the council about? No inputs? No objection? Councillor Kwaza?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On that note, ANC, we will take cognizance. I just also need a clarity, Madam Speaker. As I saw that DA called a caucus, I saw OMM and officials and the legal department also went to the caucus. Are they also part of the caucus? Because I understand you, if the caucus calls you to come and clarify, you are allowed MM and officials to go and assist the caucus. But when they called, you also went through to the caucus. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, Councillor Kwaza. Now, indeed, as the always also avails himself to address your caucus, indeed, he went to address the DA's caucus, but let the DA respond for themselves. Councillor Botan and Councillor Boyson.
No, thank you, Madam Speaker. We did ask them to join our caucus, as the ANC has done previously and others as well, so I don't understand what the issue is. Perhaps Councillor Gwaza is just a bit upset because her party moved her back. Her name board was in front. So they demoted the woman to the background again. So I don't know. Thank you, Speaker.
Hi, Councillor Porter. Now that last bit was now out of order. Thank you very much. Alderman Boyson.
Madam Speaker, just can I have called the MM? So you can't say I just said MM. That's why I was saying I don't want to second. I want to hear what is going on with it and I call it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Boyson. Councillor Gwaza.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was watching when MM spoke to elderly person. I saw, you're sorry. My apology, my apology, elderly man person. you, you know, the
Yeah, no,
man.
it's understandable. We're all tired from the election, so don't worry. That was on a lighter note. Thank you very much, councillors. The item does carries with a majority support and no objection. Or let me just get clarity. Is the ANC against? You're not against? Not. Thank you so much. We then on item E166. It is an amendment to the service level agreement between Mossel Municipality and Hydrotech Systems in terms of section 116 of the Local Government Municipal Finance Management Act. Council need to consider the recommendations which are listed 1 to 6. Can I please have a proposer?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do propose the item.
Indeed, thank you very much. Alderman Delamain. Can I have a seconder?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll second.
Indeed, thank you very much, Alderman Furness. Opening up for questions of clarity to council. Any comments? I see the light of Councillor Gwaza. You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We as an ANC will abstain because we didn't get enough time to go through to this item, also the agenda. And yeah, thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. The ANC is then abstaining from item E166. Is there any other input or questions? The item thus carries with a majority vote of support, recording that the ANC is abstaining. Thank you very much. We then on item E167. Before council is the support to the Western Cape Government, application to declare the Public Procurement Act number 28 of 2024 unconstitutional and invalid. The recommendations are before council 1, 2, 3. Can I have a proposer, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose.
Alderman Furness is proposing. Can I have a seconder?
Yes, you do, Madam Speaker. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk. Opening up for questions of clarity. Councillor Mkontu, you may proceed.
Madam Speaker, Toba.
Just 1 sec for me, thank you. You may proceed.
Siyacela thina si-ANC singabandakanywa kwinto yephondo lokuchallenge i-act in a constitutional country. I mean i-act njengoba lisitsho apha. Iphondo xa lifila njalo malizihambele. Ne-caucus ye-DA xa ifila njalo mayizihambele asizithi thina.
Indeed, thank you very much. The ANC is not in support. With the reasons mentioned by Councillor Mkontu, is there any other input? Councillor Baron?
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Speaker, we are not against this item. We just want to check what is the status quo at the current moment, because if this process is centralized, then all municipalities will have a problem. So what is the status quo currently?
Question of clarity in terms of the status quo. Councillor Krieger, Blau.
Madam Speaker, yes, ICOSA will be in support or take note of this item because I can see it's the Western Cape government that is driving this thing, so we are taking cognizance.
Thank you, Councillor Blau. Municipal Manager, there was a question of clarity from Councillor Baron in terms of the current status quo.
Speaker, thank you, Speaker. I'll give over to Mr. Prince and the CFO to respond.
Mr. Prince, and after the CFO, please. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, thank you. This recommendations is against the background that the Western Cape government is of the opinion that the Act places a massive red tape burden on municipalities, and the Act permits unconstitutional interference with the procurement process of municipalities. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And therefore, they have applied now to the Constitutional Court to have the Act declared as invalid and unconstitutional. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Noted. Thank you very much. Mr. CFO, would you like to add?
Thanks, Speaker. It will also have a negative impact on the local suppliers. Because they'll have to, even if you want to deviate, they'll have to get permission from the national office. And that will slow down our ability as a municipality to deliver services in our municipal area.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that clarity, Councillor Baron.
Speaker, I just want to check whether this Act that is now in court now, is it the new Act that is now challenged, or is it still the old one?
Thank you very much. Mr. Prince, can you please assist?
It's an old Act that has been amended, Councillor.
Which are being challenged there now. All right, clarity to Councillor Baron. Councillor Baron, are you against? Support? Thank you very much. Any other questions of clarity? The ANC's position is that they are against, with a majority vote of support. The item carries, and it is recorded as such. Thank you very much. We are then at item E168. Before Council, Honours Bylaw, Commendation Certificate for participation in the 2025 National Life Saving Championship. This is for Council to consider, should we approve, that we then also invite these participants to come as per the ceremony this morning and also receive their honours awards. Can I have a proposal, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I will propose, and I'd like to thank Alderman Delamain and Councillor Madeline Kannemeyer for their lovely initiative in driving this matter to come to Council. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If you allow me, I would like to read out the citation before I second it.
You may.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of the life-saving clubs in Mossel, Councillor Madeline Kannemeyer and myself are honoured to nominate these following youth for the mayoral award. The different clubs trained youth in essential life-saving skills and also sporting categories, enhancing community safety on our beaches through hands-on training, experience, committed instructors, and community seasonal outreach life-saving programs. We empower young youth lifeguards to respond to emergencies and promote safety awareness. Exceptional sportsmanship, as seen in all these prestigious medals received on national level, teamwork and character development are hallmarks of these sporting categories, cultivating qualities that preparing young athletes to become valuable community contributors and vigilant protectors of public safety for our future. Our sport develops leadership and skills and life-saving services beyond, with many pursuing careers in emergency services or volunteering locally or abroad. This award would recognize the efforts and support their mission to expand all life-saving opportunities and sporting levels and inspire our next generation of lifesavers. Madam Speaker, I therefore gladly second the item.
Indeed, thank you very much, Alderman Delamain. Is there any questions of clarity or any comments on this? Is there any objections? None. The item carries, and we're then looking forward to the next council meeting where we will honor our young people who's doing exceptional work as lifesavers. Thank you very much. We then at item E169. Before council is the participating municipalities committee meeting feedback report on the regional landfill site for June. For council to note, can I have a proposal, please?
Madam Speaker, I propose the feedback.
Thank you, Alderman Boyson. Can I have a seconder?
Speaker, I want to second this item 169.
Thank you very much, Councillor Bavuma. Is there any questions of clarity with reference to the feedback report? None. Accepted. Thank you very much. We then move. Item E170 before council. Application for consent to amend the memorandum of incorporation between the municipality and Benevolent Park. Recommendations listed 1 to 4. Can I please have a proposal?
I propose, Madam Speaker.
Councillor Kannemeyer proposing. Can I have a seconder?
Second speaker.
Elder Lady Writers. Thank you very much, Elder Lady Writers. Opening up for questions of clarity, comments. I see the light of Councillor Porter. Councillor Porter, you may proceed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the Patriotic Alliance is against this item.
Against, indeed. Thank you very much. It is recorded. Is there any other inputs?
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Gwaza.
As an ANC, we're also against this item.
Indeed, thank you very much. Councillor Baron.
Freedom Front Plus abstain.
Freedom Front Plus is abstaining. Councillor Blau, would you like to go on record? Abstaining. Thank you very much. With a majority support, the item carries. It is recorded that the Patriotic Alliance is against, the ANC is against, the Freedom Front is abstaining, and ICOSA is abstaining. Thank you very much. Councillors, we are then on item E171. Proposed, my apologies, proposed amendment, promotion of access to information manual. Recommendations 1 to 2. Can I have a proposal, please?
Madam Speaker, I propose.
Thank you very much, Councillor Leroux. Can I have a seconder?
Yes, Madam Speaker, Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you very much, Councillor van Dijk. Indeed. Any comments, questions of clarity? No lights, no objections. Agree to item carries unanimously. Item E172, Honors Bylaw Commendation Certificate to the Mossel Bay Fire Rescue and Disaster Management for the work done at the Makiva Hyper who had the fire. You would recall that the town suffered a severe loss through that accident that happened, and for days the various departments tried to do their utmost best there to secure the safety and no further damage. Can I have a proposal for this item?
Yes, Madam Speaker, as the portfolio chairperson, I would like to express my profound thanks and our proudness in terms of our fire services and our personnel. And I think you've summarized most of it very, very well. So thank you. I would like to propose, Madam Speaker, as the portfolio chair.
Indeed, portfolio chairperson, thank you so much. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I would like to second, and we are really proud and thankful for this people's work.
Thank you, Councillor Annie Jansen van Rensburg. Any comments, questions, objections? Agreed to. The item carries. We will then at the next council meeting honor the bravery of our people in uniform. Item E173, Dispute South African Local Authorities Pension Fund. Recommendations listed 1 to 5. Can I please have a proposer?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to propose.
Alderman Furness is proposing. Can I have a seconder?
Madam Speaker, I second.
Thank you very much, Councillor Leroux. Any questions of clarity? I see the light of Councillor Baron and then Councillor Gwaza in that order.
Speaker, thank you. Speaker, the Freedom Front Plus is not against this item, but we would like to have more information about this item. Maybe somebody can assist us, maybe the MM through you, Speaker, because we have asked a few times why are Mossel Municipality always on this list of the FSCA. So we want to know why is our name on the list every time, and it doesn't look good in the community because they ask us the question, why are you not paying the pension fund money that you're supposed to pay over?
Indeed.
Please, thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much, Councillor Baron, for that question. I'll take the question of Councillor Gwaza before we respond. Thank you, Councillor Gwaza.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As an ANC, we will abstain because, Madam Speaker, if you check on discussion point 2, it says that there is an annexure. The correspondence date, it was 12 June 2024, and we don't see the annexure. That's why we abstain, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Gwaza. It's recorded that the ANC is abstaining from this item. MM, question of clarity by Councillor Baron.
Speaker, I'm gonna ask Mr. Prince to give, but I just want to inform Council that a few years ago, we received a claim from a company in KwaZulu-Natal for an amount of 3.8 million that the municipality owed them. And if you look at that claim, it looked absolutely regular, Speaker, until we found out it was somebody who tried to scam us. Everything was there, even Dr. Gratz's handwriting, hand signature, everything was on there. So in this case also, Speaker, we have the opinion that we don't owe the pension fund money. We are on record via Miller's attorneys, but I understand what Councillor Baron says, because it's not good to see your name on the list of defaulting municipalities year in and year out, and it doesn't end.
Yes.
But it's important, Speaker, to understand that we cannot pay ratepayers' money out to pension funds if we don't owe them anything, or until such time that they give us a proof that the payment will be regular from our municipality. But I'll give over to Mr. Prince to also share a few words, Speaker, if you don't mind.
Not a problem, Mr. Prince.
Yes, Madam Speaker, thank you. I think it's really a pity that we have an item like this before Council, because I think Council proud itself on looking after its employees and paying their pension as required and where due. In this regard, this is a matter coming since 2003, whereby Salap Pension Fund simply did not follow the correct procedure to amend their pension fund, and we've been battling this now for, as I said, since 2003, and now they've claimed again, sent a letter of demand again to us for an amount 3 million. Council is unfortunately not in a position to pay it if the fund is not amended and if they cannot submit proof to us. So, and that's the reason now, and we went on record with Millers, and they on record on our behalf, on the municipality's behalf. They've again demanded that letter, that amendment, and as soon as we've received that, we will come back to Council with a recommendation. But at this moment, we cannot pay or comply with the demand, and as such, the item before Council. I can just mention with regard to that, we every time on record for not paying the amount, we wrote a letter to the applicable authorities and informing them that it's not correct what is stated and that they should withdraw it. If they're going to adhere to that, that's another question, but we will deal with that as time comes.
Indeed, thank you very much, Councillor Baron.
Speakers, sorry, I forgot to ask now a question about what is the amount of payment that we must pay the municipality for our legal team that is fighting this battle, because it's so long time now. Is there cost involved for the municipality?
Thank you, Mr. Prince.
Jason, Speaker, thank you. No, not at this stage, because we're not into any litigation. However, I think it's not about what the cost is for legal costs, it's whether we comply to legislation, and that is a problem. Otherwise, we could have come up with the argument, let's pay the money. But it's not legal because it will be regular expenditure from our side, so we have to comply with legislation. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. You covered Councillor Baron. Any other questions of clarity? Councillor Gwaza?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just also, Madam Speaker, as I said about the annexure, it is stated there, but we don't see the annexure that it's from the attorneys is setting the background of this matter.
Speaker, I think the annexure referred to here was tabled in 2024 when the item was originally before council. Mr. Prince?
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you, Speaker. That's correct. I concur with the the letter received from Miller attorneys was summarized in the item.
Indeed, thank you very much. The ANC stand by their position. Okay, abstain. Okay, thank you very much. No other questions of clarity? No other objections? Freedom Front is covered. The item carries with a majority vote of support, with the ANC abstaining, and it is recorded as such. Item E174, write-off of outstanding traffic fines. I'm hoping no councillor has an outstanding traffic fine, because if you approve here, there's conflict of interest. With that said, can I have a proposal, please?
I propose, Speaker.
Councillor Klaassen being very brave now there. Can I have a seconder, please?
Madam Speaker, I'm not sure if I should, but I will second.
Thank you very much, Councillor Van Dijk. Is there anybody objecting? Councillor De Bula?
No, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. The item carries. Councillor Baron?
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, we are not against this item, but I think as a council, we need to check about what happened at certain points where this traffic fines is written to taxis especially. And at the current moment, the burning point is that point there at the Hyderabad robot, where the taxis block everybody in the mornings. They go off the off-ramp just after the robot, and then a lot of mess happen there in the mornings. So we need to check that. Thank you, Speaker.
Indeed, we note that concern, which is absolutely valid. Thank you very much. No objection to the item. Council, Portfolio Chairperson.
Madam Chair, if you would indulge me giving you some feedback, that is, at the next committee meetings, we will start implementing a reporting system in terms of what is specifically happening with taxis and other related aspects. So in the committees, you will have a comprehensive report, and you will then see what has actually been happening behind the scenes in terms of fines being issued.
Indeed. Indeed, thank you very much, Councillor Van Dijk. The item carries unanimously. We then have item E175, which is the minutes of the disciplinary board, that meeting which was held on the 13th of June. The recommendations before council for approval. Can I please have a proposal?
Madam Speaker, I will propose. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Furness is, Alderman Furness is proposing. Can I please have a seconder?
Yes, Madam Speaker, you do. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you very much, Councillor Van Dijk. Is there any questions or comments? None. The item carries. Council note it accordingly. Thank you very much. Item E176. Before Council, there is the SPCA report for Harry Kiddy Park. The recommendations are listed 1 to 10. Can I please have a proposal?
Madam Speaker, this side I propose.
Alderman Boyson, Portfolio Chairperson, proposing. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I'll second.
Thank you very much, Council Wap. Opening up for questions of clarity or any comments. Councillor Baron.
Madam Speaker, thank you. We went through the report, and I think it's a very honest report that also showed that was also fruitless and wasteful expenditure. But I think we need to speed the process up. It's the only request that we have.
Thank you very much. Not objecting to the report. Very detailed. Request that it be completed as soon as possible. And the municipal manager takes note. No objection. The item carries. Thank you very much. Councillor Wellman is going to the bathroom. Item E177 before council is the biannual report of the Audit and Performance Audit Committee Chairperson on performance management for the period December 2024. For council to take cognizance, the report is attached. Can I please have a proposal?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will propose this item.
Alderman Furness is proposing for cognizance. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I would like to second.
Thank you very much, Councillor Janse van Rensburg. Any comments or question of clarity? None agree to. Council take cognizance. Item E178. Before council is the memorandum of agreement between the municipality and Reebok Brick Operations. We have our recommendations listed 1 to 8. Can I please have a proposer?
I propose, Speaker.
Councillor Claassen is proposing. Can I have a seconder for Councillor Claassen?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I second the item.
Alderman Talamani seconding. Opening up for questions of clarity and comments on the item. Councillor Baron. Oh, stoot hom net so op vir my, please. Push it up a little bit, your mic, I can't see. Thank you very much. Councillor Mkonto and then Councillor Baron.
Madam Speaker, if I remember correctly, this item did came before. You'll just allow my apology, Madam Speaker. Some of these items, as we were busy with these elections, we were not able to go to ask the officials. So I will just need a clarity in regarding this item.
Item E78, it's the memorandum between the municipality and Reebok Brick Operations. Councillor Mkonto just wants clarity on what precisely it is. Thank you, Councillor Mkonto. Councillor Baron.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Speaker, we are not against this item. The only thing is we have a complaints out of the community about the air emissions. So we would like, but for that I can go to the afterwards to find out what is the air emissions that is going on there in the bricks, because there was complaints.
Thank you very much. The Freedom Front indicated they're not against, but raising a matter of concern. MM's taking note. Council Whip.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Now, just for councillors to take cognizance that this item regards to the licensing and the social aspects, and that air emissions is differently and should be handled through a different process. That's not what's on the item today. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Councillor Whip, for that clarity. Municipal Manager, Councillor, I think the Council Whip actually answered the question of Councillor Mkontu, but if you would like to support and give more clarity.
Speaker, thank you. As always, Speaker, the councillors are at liberty to bring any complaints to us. We will investigate it through the proper channels as far as emissions are concerned. Thank you, Whip. And then regarding the more information, this is a normal corporate social investment item whereby this company, Renon Bricks, are applying for a mining license from the National Department. Now, the National Department obliges them to do some corporate social investment in the community. And they're saying they're going to give us R1 million spread over 5 years for social projects within the greater Mossel Bay area. Yeah. That's basically what it is. So it's actually a good thing for our town, Speaker.
Indeed, thank you very much for that clarity. Is there any objections to the item?
Madam Speaker, thanks for the clarity. As ANC, we won't against with this item. We'll just, what they call, take a cognizance.
Thank you very much. No objection to the item carries. We then move to item E179. Before council is request for consent to perform cultural or religious ceremonies. The recommendations listed 1 to 9 for council to consider. Can I please have a proposal?
Thank you very much. Speaker, with this guideline, I propose it.
Alderman Boyson is proposing. Can I have a seconder for Alderman Boyson?
A second, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Claassen. I am opening up for comments and questions of clarity. I see the light of Councillor Baron.
No, thank you, Madam Speaker. We are not against this item. We are just glad that at least the cultural stuff is now regulated. It was very important for me. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. No objections. The item carries unanimously. Thank you very much. Item E180 before council is the Mossel Bay Municipality Air Quality Management Plan. For council to approve recommendations 1 to 4. Can I please have a proposer?
Madam Chair, you do have a proposer in light of what is needed to protect our environment. This is the step in the right direction, so I will gladly propose this item.
Indeed, thank you very much. Councillor Van Dijk, can I have a seconder, please?
Madam Speaker, this is for me a big honor to second the last item on the open agenda before we go on the recess. Thank you.
Ja, nee, het is maar allemaal moe geraadselijk. Dankie. Dankie, Raadslid Bavuma. Is there any questions of clarity or comment on item E180 in terms of the air quality management plan? No objections? Agreed to. The item carries unanimously. Then, councillors, there was a request by the Democratic Alliance to present 2 motions at the end of the open council meeting, and I will now grant Councillor Botha the opportunity to proceed with those 2 motions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In terms of Rule 57, the heading is secondment, Ms. Gwen Harding, Mossel by Municipality, to Prince Albert Municipality for Acting Director, Corporate Services, and that the motion to which its attention has been directed be considered forthwith as a motion of exigency.
Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Madam Speaker, you have.
Thank you very much. Okay, is there any counter proposal to the motion? This previously served before council. Council, as you will recall, there was an item in terms of the secondment. All right, no objections, right. The administration will now hand,
Madam Speaker, if I can just then provide the background.
yes, you may introduce the subject matter.
Speaker, the Municipal Council resolved subject matter during an open council meeting on 29th of May 2025 in terms of Resolution 13505-2025. The Executive Mayor received correspondence from Minister Bedell regarding matter which must be considered by Council as there is financial implications for the municipality. It is therefore proposed that the correspondence received be considered as a matter of urgency. The purpose of this motion is for Council to consider the correspondence received from Minister Bedell regarding the secondments to the Prince Albert Municipality, and that the administration distributes the items to the councillors for us to properly consider. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. There was no counter proposal to it. I will then allow the administration to hand out the item to every councillor. Thank you very much. I will allow councillors a few seconds to look at the recommendations and the content and the letter from the MEC before I present the recommendations for consideration. Thank you very much, colleagues. We then have the item before us. Which is the secondment of Ms. Gwen Harding from the Mossel Municipality to Prince Albert for Acting Director Corporate Services. Recommendations before Council for consideration listed 1 to 6 with Annexure A, a letter addressed to the Executive Mayor from the Minister of Local Government. Can I ask for a proposal, please?
I will propose, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Webb. Can I have a seconder?
I second, ma'am.
Councillor Leroux. Opening up for questions, comments of clarity. Any objections? None agreed to. The item carries unanimously. Thank you very much. Councillor Webb, your last motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Then in terms of Rule 34 of the Rules of Order, Speaker has proposed that the item be considered in closed session without the presence of the public, the media and staff, with the exception of the Municipal Manager, Senior Manager Legal Services, and the Legal Advisor, Mrs. Melanie Smith, due to the following reasons: the sensitivity of the item, taking into consideration the rules of natural justice, privacy of the parties involved, and that disciplinary proceedings may follow or need to be concluded. And that it be minuted as such. The matter therefore relates to misconduct. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Webb. Taking note of your motion in terms of Rule 34 of the Rules of Order. Can I have a seconder, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do second the item.
Thank you very much. We then are at the end of the open council meeting for June. Before council move into committee, I would like to take the opportunity to thank our sign language interpreter, Ronelle, for the work that she's done for us today, our language interpreter, Matthew, the members of public who joined us in the gallery and the media, and also residents from the greater Mossel Bay who joined us this morning virtually. Thank you very much for your time. That concludes the business for the open council meeting, and I wish you a blessed Friday and a happy weekend. You are excused. Thank you very much. Ja, want ek sien die advertiser dit klaar gepost en so aan.
En dit vat nog jou page. Ek wil Cornelia die video.
Cornelia die video op die munisipale blad klaar gesit, ja. Ons gaan hom maar net daar afhaal. Dankie.